Yo, welcome to Fast Forward Mindset Motivational Podcast. I'm your host, Coach James. This is where we rewire your thoughts, reset your mindset, and fast forward your life. No more rewinding, just discipline, motivation, and the truth you need to become unstoppable. If you're ready to elevate your mindset and take control of your future, you're in the right place. Let's go.
Yo, what's going on, everybody? Hope all is going well. So, y'all, we are all connected in some way, shape, or form. Now, we may not all think we're connected because maybe our political beliefs, maybe our religion that we choose to serve, or maybe even because of our race. But at the end of the day, we are all connected. Hey, y'all, go hit the follow button. If you hit the follow button, you never miss a moment to rewire the way you think. So, y'all, I was in the mall a couple weeks ago. Arizona Mills, to be exact. I'll tell you, Arizona Mills is not the way it used to be. Or maybe I'm just getting older. I don't know. But it was just a bunch of little young kids walking around the mall, just, I don't want to say causing trouble, but it looked like they was causing trouble. But I go there to really seriously shop, right? I don't go there for the camaraderie. Now, if I see somebody I know, I'll stop and chat with them and ask them how life's treating them. And if I want to make eye contact, how you doing today? Hope you're having a great day. So I'm that guy, right? But I went to Arizona Mills to buy me a new pair of basketball shorts. And to me, y'all, it's just something about me wearing something new on the basketball court. It's kind of almost like the first day of school. You got your outfit, you got it on your bed, you got your shoes out. And when you wear it, you're going to just make everybody drop because your outfit is just the best, right? Well, that's how I felt about buying something new to wear on a basketball court. When I got something new, I got a new attitude. I got a new game for you. And maybe I might hit 6 threes on you. 3-pointers, that is, in the game. 3 games. So yeah, y'all, I went to Arizona Mills, but as I'm walking down the aisles, I found myself coming in contact with these 2 people. It was a girl and a guy, and looked like they was in a relationship, and they weren't holding hands, but they were close enough to know, so you can know and decipher, hey, these 2 must have a personal relationship, must be romantic, right? And so they walk in my direction, I'm walking their direction. And so I go one way and they go the same way as I go. Right. And I'm like, okay. And we all laugh. And so same thing. So I start going the other way and they go the same way I go. And so we all start laughing. Right. And so it was funny, y'all, because I feel like that gravity tries to pull us together, but we find a way to not allow gravity to pull us together. And that is why I made that statement at the beginning of the podcast that we are all connected by some shape or form because gravity pulls us together to be connected. But we fight against gravity so much to where we find ways not to be connected to people for whatever reason. And it's kind of funny. My wife got home a couple of days ago as I'm writing this podcast. And so sometime I'll ask her 2 cents because she's very helpful when it comes to helping me put these episodes together. Her feedback is very valuable, and I honor what my wife say and what she tells me. I will say that, fellas, if you're a guy and you don't honor what your woman tells you, you might want to second guess that. And I'm not saying that to get on the lady's good side, although I'm always on the lady's good side because that's just who I am. But guys, ladies do know a lot of things that we should be willing to listen to more than we are quick to dismiss it. Okay. Let me just say that. And so my wife, she walks in as I'm writing this episode and I tell her, hey, I'm writing this episode and I'm going to talk about how we are all connected. And I told her, I want to talk about how gravity tries to pull us together. And I give her the example about what happened to me at the mall. because of course she didn't go with me that day. She was out doing something different. And so she laughs or whatever. And I was like, what are you laughing about? She goes, yeah, we are connected. Yeah. And she was like, but for me, I talk to people, I'm okay with saying hello, how's your day? And, hey, my name is so-and-so and I hope you have a great day. And I'm like, but babe, you just said the key word. You're good at connecting with people because of conversation. It's not hard for you. So the point I'm making with that, y'all, is that this podcast episode might not be for you if you know how to connect with people, right? This is more along the lines for those who go against gravity. And when people try to connect with you, you find a way to be disconnected. Okay. Because like I said, in some way, in all shape or some form, we are all meant to be connected in some way. Gravity tries to pull us together, but we fight against it. Okay. So gravity pulls us together. We are all meant to be together, no matter how you put it. The Bible tells you that. Love thy neighbor. That's togetherness. That's connection. That's relationship, right? At work, you have people who work with you. Those are peers, right? There's a connection. Y'all work together. Y'all do the same job. You scratch your back, you scratch my back, I scratch your back. Relationships, marriages, husband and wives. You scratch my back, I scratch your back. We're all meant to be connected, but we just find a way to find disconnection. Okay. So when you ask yourself, are you with gravity? Are you against gravity? That should be the real question that you ask yourself. And are you connected to people, right? Gravity gets weaker as the distance between objects increases. So it's like this, y'all. I wish I had a board that I can write on because I'm a more visual person. And for y'all visual folks, I would love to be able to show y'all this through demonstration, but I just can't. I'm going to get a board so I can write on it. But anyways, though, y'all, it's like, here's gravity, right? And here y'all go. Y'all getting further and further and further away. And so gravity gets weaker as the distance between objects increases. Right? So then there's no more gravity. If there's no gravity, there's no connection. And so some of y'all who find yourself saying you an introvert, you don't talk to people, you don't like people, you socially inept, whatever you want to call it. I call bull crap on that, y'all. Because when you find someone that has commonality with you, you're not an extrovert no more. You're an introvert. Excuse me, you're not an introvert no more. You're an extrovert because now you're talking to that person about what they like, about what you like, because y'all found something in common. So when people say I'm an introvert, I don't like to hear that because I don't like that because everybody is an extrovert. It's just the people who you probably surrounded with does not have any commonalities with you. Y'all don't share any characteristics. Y'all don't share anything in common. And so you don't open up and talk to people because you feel like you're so different. You feel like you're different. They feel like they're different. There goes your gravity. Like I said, it increases as it goes further apart from each other. Okay. So next time you want to use the phrase that I'm an introvert, remember, Coach James calls bullcrap on that because when you meet someone that you have commonality with, your extrovertness comes out. Yes, y'all, I said extrovertness. What is it? Exponentially superalidocious? So, yeah, we're all meant to be connected by some shape or form. So, what I got today for y'all is I got some things that we should do and can do to find connection with people. But let me just say this before I get into that. We should not be separated by color, by religion, by political beliefs, by region. We just should not be separated. And right now, y'all, we in a world where we have no connectiveness at all, ever, whatsoever. People could see people struggling on the street. People just ride by them. People could see people hungry. People just walk right by them. It was a guy yesterday. I was going to Safeway. I was going to buy me some country ribs. What's it called? Country style pork ribs. Don't laugh at me, y'all. Yesterday was my cheek splurge day. All right. But anyways, as I get ready to walk in the store, this guy comes up to me and he was like, "Hey, man, got a couple dollars. And I was like, man, I ain't got no cash on me. He's like, well, can you buy me a drink? And I'm like, yeah, man, I'll buy you a drink. And he goes, a cocktail drink. And I knew he was going to ask. I know he didn't want a regular drink, but it kind of caught me off guard at first. I'm like, maybe the brother wants some water. It is getting warmer outside. And so when he said cocktail drink, I'm like, yeah, I knew it was something kind of funny with that. But I got the guy to drink, right? I bought him a drink. He goes in the store with me and I get them a drink. And the guy was ordering 21, y'all, just, he was. But I could tell. I didn't ask for ID though. But I got the guy a drink. And I somehow, some shape or form felt like that we had a connection somehow in some way, because he came up to me and had the audacity to ask me to purchase him a drink. So I felt like that between me and him, he felt some connectiveness between us to ask me that, because you wouldn't just go and ask someone you don't know that unless there's something in between y'all. Right? And so we're all connected one way, shape, or form. But we shouldn't be separated by anything. But I got 3 things we should do to find connectiveness. Okay? Don't judge the color by its book. Quit doing that, y'all. Quit doing that. Don't do that. Don't judge the color by its book. I don't care what the color look like. I don't care what the cover looks like. Don't judge somebody because you think you know who they are. Because in reality, the majority of the time, when you think you know somebody, you don't know that person. And a lot of people go, my intuition, my vibes tell me that, this person is. I don't care what your vibe say. Your vibe might be wrong for the 1% of the time that you think you're wrong. It might be, right? So don't judge the book by its color. Meet people, talk to people, find out their background, find out where they're from, find out their struggles. If y'all get to that point, right? If someone is willing to open up to you, just be willing to open up back to them to find connection. All right. So don't judge the color by its book. Number 2, find a way to connect with people. Y'all, this really bothers me so bad. When I see someone, they'll see someone walking around and they be like, that person, like they got an attitude. I'm like, they're like they got an attitude. How? Well, because the way they walked in the room, look how they look. But wait, how can you tell that person have an attitude just by the way they look? You don't know that person. Don't do that. You don't know that person. Find a way to connect with people, no matter what they look like. Maybe they just had a bad morning and they need someone to say, hey, how you doing? Maybe they need someone just to give them a little bit of TLC, right? And you saying, hey, how's your day going? Hope it's going great. Might just brighten up their day. And when they walk in the room next time, they're going to have a big smile on their face. So find a way to connect with people. Hey, you got on a red shirt. I got on a red shirt. Red's my favorite color. Red's your favorite color? Yes. Bam, you connected with someone because y'all favorite color is both red. You'll be surprised how people find friendships with people on the little smaller stuff. I was walking my Chihuahua 2 weeks ago, and I was walking my Chihuahua. I ended up meeting a guy. He has a Chihuahua. I have a Chihuahua. Mine's bark all the time. His bark all the time. Guess what? That's connection. That didn't really happen, y'all. I just gave y'all a quick synopsis of how to find connectedness with people, right? Instead of finding a way to not connect with people. But find a way to find commonality with people, no matter what you look like, no matter what you believe, no matter where you're from. We so good at that today at finding ways to disconnect with people that we don't have no way to find connection anymore. Because we're so looking at look at how they looking, look at how they're acting. They come in there snobby, look at them. You don't know that person's story, and they sure as hell don't know your story. So don't judge the book by its color, and definitely find a way to connect with people. Last but not least, y'all, build a relationship with strangers. Ain't nothing wrong with you telling a stranger good morning. Ain't nothing wrong with you telling a stranger have a good night. That ain't gonna blow up the spot for you. How does that hurt you by telling someone that you don't know have a good night? Have a safe ride home. How does that hurt you? How does that hurt you saying good morning to a stranger? How does it? It shouldn't hurt you. And if it does hurt, then something's wrong. Then that means you have the problem, not them. I'm just gonna be honest, y'all. We are all connected in some way. Gravity pulls us together. But when we find disconnection, the further we go, gravity increases, right? Or I should say decrease in that scenario. It pushes us further out. And the next thing we know, you're on one side of the bed, she's on another side of the bed. Y'all haven't talked or touched each other in 6 months. It's a bad relationship. Y'all don't talk. There's no connectiveness. You haven't touched each other. There's no affection. That's the quickest way to ruin a relationship, is find a way to be disconnected from each other. Any relationship with a person you live in a house with. How's it even impossible? How's it impossible to be disconnected with somebody you live with? Some of the stuff, y'all, that I hear and I see and some of the stories people tell me, sometimes it just don't make sense to me, y'all. And I'm not being critical and judgmental, y'all. I'm just saying we should find ways to be connected versus being disconnected. Because when you find connection with people, you find happiness. You find enjoyment in life. You find a way to build relationships with people. And I'm really big on relationships, y'all. Really big on relationships. So next time you see someone in the store, say good morning. Excuse me, sir, can I get by you? Hey, ma'am, hope you have a great day. And not in a facetious way. We are all connected by some shape or form. Hey, y'all. Thank y'all for listening. I really appreciate it. Go check out my website. It's www.rewirethewayouthink.com. Y'all, I'm not hard to find. I'm on IG all day, every day. It's James Watkins at 40 and Fit Life Coach. If you're struggling today with thoughts of suicide, thoughts of hurting yourself or someone else, please don't hesitate to call the Suicide Prevention Hotline at 988. Hey, y'all, I'm Coach James. Let me help rewire the way you think. And as I always say, practice daily mindset rehabilitation. And that's my 2 cents in there, y'all. Peace. Don't forget to hit the follow button, y'all. Peace.
Thank y'all for listening to today's episode. And remember, don't rewind your life, fast forward it. Until next time, keep moving forward. Hey, y'all, I'm Coach James. Let me help rewire the way you think. All right, y'all. Peace.